around 1,600 hours tonight. Sheriff's requested the Kentucky State Police to come in and help with the manhunt. We activated around 20 to 25 troopers from other posts and our post. And about an hour after that, we went in and searched a very, when you say large area, for walking in a jungle, because that's what you're basically in, it's a large area. I mean, you actually need machetes and everything to get through these thickets of woods. And, you know, you can't do it very fast because you don't want to leave no rock unturned, and you don't know if he's in that area. So you got to be very slow-paced at what you do. So that's why we brought in all the extra resources. We will continue to stay in the area. Us, the Sheriff's Department, Rockcastle County Sheriff's Department, will be in this area, making sure the citizens in that community, they feel some kind of sense of security and safety. Just give us time, and hopefully we can resolve this in a timely manner, in a very quick manner. I'm open for any other questions. I hope I answered your question.
How concerned should residents be that there's this guy out there and he's most likely armed?
Well, I mean, you need to lock your doors. You need to, if you have security cameras, make sure you're constantly watching them. Maybe keep your porch lights on. Have communication, have your cell phone, and make sure your phones are charged up, because you never know when you might have to contact somebody or law enforcement, and we want those tips. Like the sheriff said, we want you to call us. Don't care if it's a county over, if it's a Dollar General store, you see somebody walking up down the interstate. We want you to call us, and we're going to answer those calls, no matter if it's a small road, it's a gravel road, it's a creek bed, it's the interstate. We're going to have officers and troopers and deputies in this area until morning breaks.
Do we have any idea how long your hands are?
At this time, I don't know that information. There's a lot of smarter people than me behind the scenes working on things to try to find those answers. If maybe he's been in that area before, and that's technology that I don't know how to use, but we have resources that are trying to help us with that.
Know what his motive is yet?
I don't know what his motive is yet. That part is still under investigation by the Sheriff's Department.
To be clear, however, this was at random. He was up there shooting at people at random.
I don't know why anybody would go up there and start shooting at people. I can't get in somebody's brain of why they do something this crazy. But it's an act of violence, and you know, innocent people have got hurt, and property damage as well. And you know, for the people of Laurel County and Rockcastle County, I know they're at fear, and hopefully, you know, we're going to put it to ease soon.
Sir, there's an array of agencies represented on this platform here. I'm curious, was he on anyone's radar prior to this incident?
Not that I'm aware of, but the sheriff might be able to answer that better than I can. But no.
No, sir. No.
Have you spoken to his family, and if you have, what can you share about that?
I have not directly spoke to. That is part of the investigation that at this time we can't discuss, but that we have interviewed family members. The Sheriff's Department has, and they're doing a great job with it.
Are you concerned that you don't have enough manpower to find this guy?
That's not my concern. I think we will have plenty of manpower in. You know, the state police work in conjunction with the Sheriff's Department. You know, they're getting a break. They need a break. And when you're out there and you're away from your families, it's hot, it's cold. You got a lot of emotions going. You're away from your own loved ones. So sometimes you just need to step back, go catch a couple hours sleep, eat, and then get back in the fight. And we're going to take over and help them with that as long as they want us to.
Changing your strategy at all tomorrow?
Well, we have people that are a lot smarter than me that do this stuff pretty regularly. And, you know, we will continue to use helicopters and drones, K-9s, search teams. We'll bring in fresh troopers, fresh officers from other agencies, and we'll work together to, you know, there's a lot of land out there. You know, he explained it earlier like a jungle, but it's also ATV trails. There's trails everywhere back in there where side-by-sides and four-wheelers and trucks go and drive.
You mentioned you purchased this weapon yesterday. At what time was that?
Sheriff, you have anything for that?
I don't have the exact time. We have it, I don't have it with me. It's sometime yesterday morning.
So it was in the morning and then in the afternoon?
That's my understanding, yes, sir.
And was it just the weapon, or was there ammo as well?
It's the weapon and about 1,000 rounds of ammunition, most of which we have recovered.
You guys mentioned that you guys need a break from searching. How do you think he may be surviving out there?
He ain't surviving.
We're still trying to ascertain how much preparation he put into this. We searched his house this evening. We have a lot of stuff from that, a lot of devices that we're going to download, that we're going to crack. We're going to get more information. But we can't rule out the fact that he could have committed suicide back there, and we have not found him yet.
Going back to his military experience, was there like an honorable discharge? Anything you could share about that?
I don't have that information.
The longer he's out there, are you worried about more lasting impacts, like schools are already canceling tomorrow? As more time goes on, he's not found, what would that look like? More schools not having class the rest of the week?
I think at some point we're going to do everything we can do to catch this guy or find him. And the longer we continue and the more area we clear and the more places we are sure he is not, the safer people are going to feel. And I'm confident eventually we'll figure it out and we'll find him. But at this point, we're doing everything we can to find him at this point.
You guys mentioned that he may not have been on anyone's radar. Can you just give us some insight? I think he did have some sort of, even if it's a small criminal record, can you share what his record with law enforcement looks like?
It's minimal, my understanding right there.
Yeah, it's pretty. I ran a statewide criminal history on the date. It's very minimal. I think there was a dismissal or two, a traffic ticket. I think a domestic violence within the last 6 months. So I think there was a divorce action that was at some point also. There was nothing in his criminal history that made me think, oh, we should have known this was coming. It's just not there, very minimal.
But there was a domestic violence.
If I'm not mistaken, I saw, so it's kind of listed as a D case. If you're looking through court records, there was a D case. It could have been a divorce. For some reason, I wanted to think I saw some type of emergency protective order at some point in time.
One thing that we would like to reiterate to the public in London and Laurel County, as the sheriff has said, is there's multiple agencies on the streets. Not only the London City Police, the Laurel Sheriff's Department. You may see the city police in the county. You may see the county in the city, the state troopers throughout the community. And plus we have other agencies from like Williamsburg, Jackson County that are assisting and helping patrol throughout the normal patrols in the county and in the city. So while we ask people to be vigilant throughout their homes or about their travels, just rest assured too, you have a lot of emergency services that are on the streets tonight, and we'll be continuing tomorrow as well. As far as the schools, we have been in talks with the superintendents in this area. We will continue to update the school systems as we get it from the Laurel County Sheriff's Office, and of course their priority is to keep our children safe. So it's going to be according to how the investigation goes leading in tonight and in tomorrow.
Any other questions?
How about how many rounds were you shot?
We know we have 12 vehicles hit and multiple rounds in most of those vehicles, and I know from the brass that I saw this morning, 20 to 30 is my best guess, but I didn't count them, so that's about as good as I can do.
Just to clarify, 12 vehicles?
So, yeah, what you got to understand is we have the vehicles, the people that were shot were traveling in. There was also vehicles hit that were not no one was injured in. And some of those vehicles got all the way home before they realized they had a bullet hole in them. So that number has climbed over the last 24 hours, and we're at about 12 right now.
So 12 vehicles hit by bullets.
Correct.
And I also just want to confirm with the number of victims, there was 5 victims with a gunshot and then 2 with car collision. They were injured because of maybe a car wreck, with a total of 7, or that?
I know of 5 victims. I know nothing about a car wreck that was unrelated to the shooting.
You guys have anything?
My name is Michael Stansbury. I'm the special agent in charge for the FBI's Louisville field office. I just wanted to come up here and say for a minute that we certainly know that the impact this is having on the community here in Laurel County, that people are afraid right now. They certainly have a right to be. This thing doesn't happen every day. And, you know, when someone's driving down the freeway and then random shots start coming in, it is terrifying. But law enforcement, the FBI, the ATF, and everyone up here is doing everything they can to, one, solve this investigation, to make the case to prove that this individual is the one who, in fact, did this crime, but also to make sure that we apprehend him and get him into custody. And whether that is tomorrow or tonight, tomorrow, or next week, we're not going to stop on this case until we do find him and we take him into custody. I will say that on the FBI's part, what we are here for is to, one, assist the Laurel County Sheriff's Department with the investigation, and 2, also assist the Kentucky State Police with the apprehension. We have essentially 4 types of elements out right now. First and foremost, we have investigators. We do have an office here in London with investigators. Them, and along with our agents from the Lexington office, have been down here and are working side by side with the Laurel County Sheriff's investigators, conducting interviews, collecting evidence, and trying to work as diligently as they can to solve this case. We also have our evidence recovery team that's been helping the Sheriff's Department at the crime scenes recover the evidence, package it, process it, and assisting with the search warrants to make sure we can analyze that and get them everything they need to prosecute this case. And then next, we have a tactical component. Our special weapons and tactics team is out actually working with KSP to try and find this individual. This does take specialized training, special agents, and law enforcement officers with the skills and the equipment to traverse this. We just can't put any agent out there walking through the woods and safely trying to apprehend this individual. So we're working hard with that. And then finally, our victim services division is working with the victims that are in the hospitals around the area, working with them and their families, trying to do everything we can to support them. So we will be here until this case is, until, you know, this individual is in custody or he's found. So with that, are there any questions y'all would have?
I think he was local, Cachette. I'm pretty sure they lived in that county or around there. Damien, I don't know. How long do they search for a suspect before giving up for good?
What you doing? Shit, bro. Chilling, man. Chilling like a fucking villain.
McCaffrey! Touchdown!
I'm chilling, bro. I'm chilling, bro.
He the nigga that did this shit. Don't do that. But at the same time, gang, you see what I'm saying?
DJ one the only nigga aiming his gun.
You got a choice, lawyer. You got a
what
choice.
What about the other niggas?
Lawyer.
What I'ma tell these other niggas that play this shit right, that ain't did shit, that ain't these niggas.
Them other niggas ain't say I was on that lick. Ain't nobody else say they was on that lick. They ain't say that.
They was telling
That's why you think hey, look, lawyer. The reason I asked was because I'm like, okay, bet. If this was somebody else, then it's null and void. We got to give them all this shit. But if it was TJ, then we got something to talk about. So I sat there and I said, who was the one trying to rob him? And niggas said TJ and nobody else said nothing.
There's 5 niggas right that ain't got
this new information. This new information. Trial already started. We can't bring new evidence when trial already started, bro.
Then we want a retrial. How about that?
No, gang. Ain't no, this the streets.
Hey, listen, that nigga got robbed. Tell that nigga to pay up. All that TJ this and that. Send every motherfucker off then.
Listen.
Everybody.